Hello there and welcome back. In this video we are going to take a look at a new Python module which I recently discovered on Reddit. So basically it's an interesting implementation of a DNS name server framework. And we are going to use our Fedora machine to try it out. So here I am logged into the Fedora machine. And I'm going to navigate to the desktop, create a virtual environment called Nserver, and I'm going to activate it. So pip install Nserver is going to grab the installation files and install it on our system. So now let's create a hello.py. And here, in order to take it for a test drive, we have to import from Nserver the name server, the query, and maybe an A record. So the server is going to be name server called example. And we are going to use decorators. So for the server, we will have a rule that is going to define the example.com as an A record. And basically, example A record is a function, and what it will take is a query as an argument and return an A record with the query.name and the IP address of 6.6.6.6. And in order to take it for a run, what we have to do is to use the main and simply call the server.run. Alright, so Python hello.py. And as you can see, this name server is running. We are going to take the dig command to try it out. So basically we would use dig-p and specify the port 9953, and we want to query basically an A record for the example.com. And it says that the connection was refused. Force 0. Let's try it again. Maybe what we would like to do is to specify the host. So at localhost. And as you can see, we have a response here from the dig command, and you can see that the example.com has the IP address of 6.6.6 with an A record. And this is using UDP. And what we also can do is to use rules which will tell our server which queries to send to which function. And we have wildcard string rule and regex string rule. So basically what we can do, go back to the hello and say that we would like to define another function. So server.rule, and technically here we specify the base name. And we say that this is an A record, and the server.rule and www.base name. This is also going to be an A record and another server.rule mail.base name and A record. And technically, what we can do is to define the function. So only 3 servers, and it takes the query and returns basically a list, and this list will consist of an A record with the query name and an F string, and in this F string we have 1.1.1 dot I plus 1, and technically for I in range 3. And now what we can do is to run it again. So dig query mail dot example, and as you can see, this mail dot example didn't return anything, so it has a missing base name, regular expression. What do we have here? We have the base name. Let's give it another run. We have the example, and this is a response, but it is not going to be able to give us the base name. The base name. Yeah, and let's try to fix this. So we have the server rule. Let's fix it. So whatever www.whatever and mail.whatever. So now let's dig for whatever, and as you can see, now it started to respond. And basically what we should do is to pass the base name as argument, but here we can see the www is also working and the mail.whatever is also working. What we can do is to also register rules. So here we could say that server that register rule, and here inside we have the regex rule, and we would like to say that the re.compile, it should be a row string 0 through 9, A through F, and 1 to 4.com, and it should be an A record, and the lambda q is return a q.name, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So now, if we run it once again, we have the lambda q, and we would like to return this one. Okay. Okay, now we will have the regex rule, and we would like to import the re as well. All right, a1.com, and here it did not match any rule. So let's go back to the regex tester online. Regex 101. So 1.com, 1f.com, valid IP address. Okay. All right. Let's see here. IPv6 address. Example. It's not matching anything. So let's give it another try. Let's modify it. So regular expression for IPv4. Yes, I want to leave this page. Okay. Let's go back. And insert it. Okay. So 192.168.254.2, and there we go. We have successfully implemented this regular expression part. So technically that's it. I think it's a pretty good combination and a pretty nice module. See you in the next one.